Welcome to my channel, where your adventure into the future starts right now. Step into a vibrant universe filled with groundbreaking technology, breathtaking alien landscapes, and exhilarating sci-fi narratives that challenge your imagination. From daring explorations of distant galaxies to haunting journeys through dystopian societies, we uncover the most captivating stories and innovative ideas that will shape the world of tomorrow. Subscribe today and join us on an incredible intergalactic voyage that promises to inspire and thrill. The galaxy, a vast, sprawling expanse of stars, nebulae, and celestial bodies, had long been shaped by the unseen hands of empires, alliances, and wars. Among the innumerable species that populated this cosmos, a few stood as giants in the galactic order, unquestioned in their supremacy, ruling over star systems and planets with iron fists. Of all these beings, the galactic predators were the most feared, the most powerful. These predators were not a single species, but a coalition of genetically engineered evolutionary apex warriors, all united by their insatiable lust for power and control. Their history spanned eons, and their empire stretched across vast stretches of the galaxy, leaving behind a trail of conquered civilizations, annihilated worlds, and species that had been eradicated or absorbed into their ever-expanding fold. The predators had mastered war and survival, their technology far surpassing anything known to the galaxy. They had built massive, nearly indestructible fleets capable of laying waste to entire planetary systems, their warships constructed from materials harvested from the cores of dead stars and black holes. Their military doctrine was simple but effective: overwhelm the enemy with sheer force, leaving no survivors. In their eyes, strength was the only currency in the galaxy, and those who lacked it were doomed to extinction. They had conquered planets with devastating efficiency, leaving only ruins in their wake. No force had ever dared to rise against them in any meaningful way until humanity came into the picture. In the early days of humanity's expansion into the stars, the galactic predators took little notice of the human race. To them, humans were a small, insignificant species on the far fringes of the galaxy, occupying a tiny, insignificant planet called Earth. Humanity had only recently developed the ability to travel to nearby stars, and their technology was primitive by galactic standards. Their ships were slow, their weapons underpowered, and their societal structures fractured and chaotic. The predators had encountered countless species like humanity before, fragile, naive, and easy to crush. They assumed the humans would be no different. The first encounter between the humans and the predators happened when a human exploration vessel, an unarmed ship sent to chart the outer reaches of space, inadvertently entered predator territory. The predators, seeing this as a slight to their authority, dispatched a fleet of warships to eliminate the human ship and send a message to any others that dared trespass into their domain. The human crew, overwhelmed by the unexpected aggression, was powerless to resist. Yet, despite their primitive technology and inability to defend themselves, the humans did not simply roll over and die. Instead, the humans displayed something that the predators had never fully understood: a fierce, unyielding will to survive. Though their ship was destroyed, the human crew fought back in unexpected ways, desperately sabotaging predator equipment, using the ship's rudimentary technology to launch surprise attacks on the predator forces. Though these attacks were minor and ultimately ineffective, they gave the predators pause. For the first time in centuries, they encountered a species that was not afraid to resist, a species that, though weak, would not be so easily defeated. It was a minor skirmish, but it was a warning, a sign that perhaps this species, these humans, were different from the others. However, The galactic predators quickly dismissed the event as a fluke. They believed that the humans, though stubborn, would not be able to mount any significant resistance. Their superior technology, their fleets of indomitable warships, and their vast experience in warfare meant that the galaxy was theirs to rule. The humans, in their arrogance, would soon learn their place. But what the predators failed to grasp was that the humans were not like the others. The humans, though weak in comparison, possessed a remarkable trait that set them apart from every other species the predators had encountered: adaptability. Where others would have crumbled under the weight of overwhelming force, the humans learned, evolved, and found ways to outsmart their adversaries. They quickly began to study the remnants of the predator ships they encountered and reverse engineer the technology. Over the following decades, humanity expanded further into space, and their efforts to understand and replicate predator technology paid off. They made steady progress, developing more advanced ships, stronger weapons, and more sophisticated tactics. Though still outclassed technologically by the predators, the humans' ingenuity allowed them to fight in ways that the predators had never anticipated. Human ships, once slow and clumsy, became faster and more agile, designed for hit-and-run tactics that exploited the predators' reliance on brute strength and overwhelming firepower. The first true battle between the humans and the predators took place on the outer edges of the galaxy, near the edge of the predators' empire. It was a test of strength and experiment in survival. The predators had gathered a fleet of warships, intending to crush any remaining human resistance. They launched a massive assault on a human colony, expecting the same kind of easy victory they had enjoyed for eons. However, the humans had been preparing for this moment. Instead of engaging the predator fleet head-on, the humans utilized guerrilla tactics, hitting the predator ships in unexpected ways, targeting weak points, and using their smaller, more agile vessels to avoid direct confrontation. The battle was chaotic, and the humans suffered significant losses, but the predators were stunned. They had been forced to retreat, something that had never happened before in the history of their empire. The humans had proven that they could be outsmarted, outmaneuvered, and eventually defeated. What followed was the beginning of a long and brutal war. The galactic predators, unwilling to concede defeat, launched wave after wave of attacks on human colonies and worlds, attempting to crush the human resistance once and for all. But the humans refused to surrender. The war turned into a bloody conflict, with battles fought across numerous star systems. The humans, despite their disadvantages, managed to rally other oppressed species, those who had long suffered under the tyranny of the galactic predators. These species, once subjugated and weak, now saw the humans as a symbol of hope and resistance. The human alliance grew as species from across the galaxy united against the predators. What had initially been a small, fragmented human resistance grew into a powerful coalition, capable of taking on even the mightiest predator forces. The predators, who had once crushed entire civilizations with ease, now found themselves facing a united front of determined, innovative species. The humans' ingenuity and adaptability, combined with the sheer willpower of their allies, began to turn the tide of the war. The predators, who had relied on fear and overwhelming force, found themselves caught off guard by this new form of resistance, one that could not be easily crushed. As the war progressed, the predators began to make critical mistakes. Their once perfect command structures began to crack under the pressure of the conflict. Internal factions emerged, with some predator leaders advocating for peace, while others pushed for even more brutal tactics. Their once unified empire began to fragment as rebellions broke out on conquered worlds and dissent spread throughout their ranks. The humans, along with their allies, seized upon these divisions, launching strikes at the heart of the Predator Empire. The very technology that had made the Predators invincible was now being turned against them as the humans adapted it to their own use. In battles that once would have been decided by sheer force, the humans now fought with a new edge, an edge forged from necessity, innovation, and sheer determination. One of the most decisive moments in the war came when the humans managed to breach the heavily fortified capital of the Galactic Predators. The humans, having stolen and replicated advanced Predator technology, launched a daring assault on the Predators' homeworld. This was the final, desperate push. The humans knew that to defeat the Predators once and for all, they had to strike at the heart of their empire. The battle was nothing short of catastrophic. Predator forces fought with every ounce of their strength, using every weapon and strategy they had perfected over millennia. But the humans, now masters of guerrilla warfare, strategy, and technological adaptation, were relentless. They fought through the streets of the Predator capital, decimated the Predator fleets, and tore down the last bastions of the once invincible empire. In the end, the Galactic Predators were defeated. Their empire shattered, their fleets destroyed, and their once mighty leaders either captured or slain. The humans, having fought their way from the edges of the galaxy to the very heart of the Predator Empire, stood victorious. The once unquestioned rulers of the stars had fallen, their arrogance, their undoing. The humans, despite their initial weaknesses, had proven that with determination, adaptability, and unity, even the most powerful empire could be brought to its knees. The galaxy would never be the same again. The humans, though scarred by the long and brutal war, now found themselves at the forefront of a new era. No longer would the Galactic Predators rule with impunity. A new age of cooperation, unity, and peace had dawned, one in which the oppressed would never again be forced into submission. And the humans, though victorious, understood one crucial thing: no empire, no matter how powerful, could ever be truly invincible. For it was the will to survive, the desire to adapt, and the unity of purpose that defined a species, and the humans had proven, beyond a doubt, that these traits could overcome even the greatest of galactic predators.